to go. I don't go no more. From now on, everything's gonna be alright. Don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Don't ever leave me. Pyrex Wood.
All right, y'all, I'm back at Eugene's shop. I did some work yesterday, but I didn't cut the camera on. I prepped up this lid. This lid gonna be getting painted the same color of the car here. Also the brake calipers. All right, I'm sanding them down. I just used the maroon Scotch spray, sanding everything down. Also the lid. And this front, I gotta repair this front clip. You can see I already primed it. It was chipped up here and there, also here. So we're gonna be trying to color match this area here with the top. I was thinking about just painting this whole bottom below this black line there. Still haven't decided, but once I get going, I'll come up with something. And let me show you what Eugene and Rick been doing on this Cutlass. I know the last video, they didn't have no suspension, nothing on, but you can see they got the front pretty much on here. It's looking good. Wilwood. Got the back on. QA1. Quick performance rear end. Forward 9-inch. 6-piston, Wilwood brakes in the back. They moved along with it. It's gonna be a pretty nice build when they get done. It's going with the same, I think this motor here going in it. Well, I ain't gonna take it off, but I can show it to you. It's the same as this here. I also get Eugene to crank it up before I leave so y'all can hear it. Only thing left now, they gotta get it tuned. So let me, I guess, set up as far as painting this here. I think I'm gonna paint this outside, or I might paint them over there. But I gotta find a way to hang these up so I'll be able to paint all the way around. That's gonna be the hardest thing as far as painting, trying to set them up. All right, let me get going. I'll cut y'all back on. What I did, I put a piece of tape right above the black line. Then I'm gonna go back and put another piece of tape right on the bottom of it. And once I spray this color here, because I'm gonna paint from one end to the other, the color. Once I spray the color, the base coat and the pearl, then I come back and remove this tape. Then I clear from that black paint line all the way down. But what I'm doing, I already wet sanded that, the repair areas here. What I'm doing, I'm taking a maroon Scotch spray and scratching up everything else so the paint and clear has something to bond to. Want to make sure you get up in there as well. I did this with the brake calipers also for the lid, the Supercharged lid. Just used this maroon Scotch spray because the paint was in good shape, so that's all you got to do. It's just like painting door jambs. Got everything masked up, ready to spray. So what we're gonna do now before we start spraying, we're gonna wipe it down with some wax and grease remover, which I already wiped this here down because I had to mask it up. But I gotta wipe the lid lid down, also the brake calipers. I don't know if I showed y'all how I got it rigged up. Just got a 2x6 cross with some chains holding it. Now I can spray all the way around it like I need to. But we're gonna wipe it down with this here, this prep oil. Now I'm finna get ready to clean my gun. I haven't sprayed with it in a minute. I can't remember the last time I sprayed with the Supercharged. Well, this is a mini jet, 4400. My other guns I spray with, they in Memphis. I'm supposed to be going back to Memphis probably the next 3 days. But I don't really need a full gun to spray what I'm doing. But we're finna take it apart and clean it right quick. Which should be already clean, but I hate to start spraying. Then I have to stop, pull the paint back out, then clean it. So we're gonna put some lacquer thinner in this cup here. And drop all our, the tip and the nozzle down in the lacquer thinner and the needle. Get it a good cleaning. We'll put some lacquer thinner also down the gun. Looked like the last thing I sprayed was something black. So it probably was when I was up here, when I sprayed the roll cage or those wheels. I didn't bring no brush, so I don't know if Eugene got one or not. Let's see, get this rag. If I can clean it out with this rag. Then what I like to do, I like to get my needle with some lacquer thinner on it and push it through, make sure it's sliding without no problem. Because if it ain't sliding, if it's got some kind of resistance, that means you still got some paint down up in there. I put it through the front and the back side. I think that's gonna be good there. I'll put the tip back in. You want to make sure you're threading it on right because you don't want to cross thread it. There you go. Then I'll put some more lacquer thinner on my needle, put it in through the back side, put the spring, adjust the knob on. I like to close it up all the way. I do this with my full gun, also the Supercharged 5000. Then I open it 2.5 turns. 1, 2.5. Which you probably can't see it because this gun outside is so dirty, but it's a little line now. Wipe this down some. Look like I've been spraying some clip with it. No. Can't recall, like I said. But we're gonna put it back together, see what it do. We're gonna be spraying our base coat first, then we'll spray the pearl. and then we'll spray the black. So we'll have to let the base coat dry for a minute. Well, not a minute, but maybe an hour or so. So we can mask it off and spray the black. I think we're good to go. Let me get the cup and I'm gonna show you the color we'll be using. Wait 1 second. Here's the base and the pearl mid coat. I had to figure out what was the base and what was the mid coat because I thought when I opened it up, I thought I could tell because the pearl used to be transparent, but neither one looked transparent the other day. So I had to just put some on the stick and I figured out which one was the mid coat. It's the one that's transparent, but by looking at it, you can't really tell. Whoever painted the car, I haven't talked to them, whoever painted it, so I'm just going by what they had left over. They said they had some leftover paint in case something, you wanted to paint some calipers or anything. So, let me show y'all. See, both of them look like a solid color, if you ask me. See, the lighter yellow and the darker yellow. But this actually the base and this the mid coat. This one here, transparent. But by looking at it, you can't tell. So, let's see. We're gonna close this back up because we're not gonna spray this yet. We're gonna spray the base coat first. This lighter yellow. Stir it up. We're gonna mix it 2 to 1. See how much we're gonna put. We'll put 6 ounces. We can always pour it back in there because we're not activating, we're just reducing it. Six ounces, 2 to 1. Took it up to the 6 ounce. So we're gonna bring the reducer up to the half of 6 is 3, so that'll make 9 ounces. So we're gonna bring it up to 9 ounces. So we got our 9 ounces in. We'll mix that up. We'll put about 3 coats of this base on everything. Then we'll go to the pearl and see how many coats we'll have to put on that by looking at the car. Put the cup on my gun. See, this look like a pearl too, a little bit. It's just hard to say how they sprayed it. I'm gonna strain it. Pour it in our cup if I can get this strainer to stay in there. We got 9 ounces to play with. That should get us. We got some more in here, but 9 ounces in the cup. We're gonna take it over here and start spraying. I guess we're gonna spray the lid first. Go. 3 coats of the base. I wasn't expecting it to cover that good on the first coat, but it did. There's the calipers. Take it to the other side over here. Now let's go to the car itself. What I did, I sprayed the repair areas first. Then I went back and sprayed 1 dust coat over everything. Now we're gonna mix up the mid coat and spray it through the plastic. It looks like it's already matching, but once you take that plastic off, it'll be a whole different story. But let's mix up this pearl. We'll get to spraying it. This is gonna be mixed 2-to-1 as well. Yeah, I can see the pearl down up in the middle when I start stirring it. It's caked up down there. Yeah, I see it. So you want to mix this up real good. Make sure them pearls good and mixed up. I'll probably pour all this in there because don't look like it's much, but this a quart can, the other was a pint, so make it look like it's not very much in here compared to the pint. But we're gonna start out with what we do last time. 6 ounces, yeah. We're gonna start out with 6 ounces again. And go from there. Six ounces, it's a little bit more in here, so I'm gonna pour everything in here. So that probably make it 7. about 6.5 ounces. Right at 7. So we're gonna call it 7. So half of 7, 3.5. So we're gonna take it up to 10.5 ounces. Now you can start seeing the pearl better once we reduced it and mixed them pearls up. I usually put 3 coats of pearl on everything, but we're gonna play this by ear because I'm not sure how many coats they put on now. We're just gonna start out with 1, then see how the match look, then go from there. All right, let's put it in the gun, then we'll spray it. Here's 3 coats of the mid coat pearl. I think. Did I say 3 coats? I meant 2 coats if I did say 3 coats. I think 2 coats gonna be enough for us to pearl on the car itself. And then we gotta let this here dry in order to be able to mask it up so we can spray the black. But we can take this tape off here because we're gonna clear all that right there from that black. We'll clear it. Okay, I got that line unmasked. Now let me show you on this Supercharged lid. I know a lot of y'all probably wonder why I didn't mask the Corvette LT4 sign off because it'll be a lot easier just to take some reducer on the rag and wipe all the y'all off that I just sprayed, because it's raised so it'll be easy to get to than trying to mask all that up. So we're gonna put some reducer on our rag and take our time and just wipe it off. Now you wanna make sure it's dry to the touch. You don't want it soaking with reducer because it might drip down on the paint. Just enough to soak the rag. Just take your time. Best to try to get it while it's still somewhat flashing off. You can see it's coming off. Try not to get it down that way. You don't want the paint to be removed. See, if it was just a base coat, it'd be just 3 coats, but I actually got 5 coats on it now, so it might take a little longer to come off. I gotta break through the pearl and then the base coat. But we gonna get it though. It might take a minute. While I'm doing this, the car itself will be drying, so once I get done with this, I should be able to mask it off so we can spray the black. You can see there, it's coming off. Finally got all the paint off with the reducer. It gave me enough time to let this paint dry to keep from peeling up everything I just sprayed. But I got it masked off now. Now we finna spray the black, then move on. Think we're good to go. Let's cross our fingers. Hopefully we don't peel up nothing. Okay, I got the black sprayed. Now it's time to spray the clear. Clearing up everything now. It's the last step. All right, I'm finished up with the clear. I'm gonna go ahead and unmask, get this tape laying out the way so it won't be no hard line. Let me show you the lid and the calipers. We're gonna let it dry overnight before we start messing with it, putting it back on. Let me know what y'all think about it. Would y'all go with this color on something? Here's the calipers. The owner gonna have to get some black Wilwood decals so he can put the decals back on here. You can get those off eBay. A little or nothing. I'll cut y'all back on once we start installing everything. Probably tomorrow sometimes. Then we'll crank the car up, show you how it sounds. Stay tuned.
Stop. Right from the bottom to the top, from the ground up. We never stop. Right from